All right. All right. Happy Monday. It is, what is it, February 27th. We have 2 more days left of Team Cup, so keep pushing for that. We also have 2 more days of the All Access Pass, the Challenge Pack being 3 points instead of 2 on Wednesday. It drops down to 2 points. So if you have anybody on the fence, really try and get them to commit before Wednesday so that you can get that extra Success Club point for it. And really, that was kind of all for announcements. There wasn't much on the National Wake Up Call this morning. If you didn't listen to that, the replay is up. It was really, really good on adding to your warm market and kind of running free groups to build more relationships. And I'm really excited because we have another guest speaker tonight, and it is actually Melissa Ludwig, who, if you don't know, is actually April's sister. So they're keeping it in the family. But she's also my success partner and really good friend, so I appreciate her hopping on. And it's actually perfect timing because she's going to talk about kind of ending the month by hitting Success Club or starting the month out strong with Success Club and kind of some of what she's done to go from Success Club 0 to Success Club 10 on the last day of the month. So it worked out that it's the end of the month, and I appreciate her hopping on. So I will toss it over to you, and the floor is yours. All right, you're unmuted.
Thanks. Thanks, Lovey. Happy to be here. So I have had kids all day. You missed that pre-recording. So I actually don't have bullets. So I may take up the whole call. I tend to ramble, but I hope it's all good information. So, all right. So a few things. I remember specifically it was, well, first let me start off by saying that I have been a coach. Sorry, my daughter just undoes all my Post-its. I have been a coach I signed up as a coach in October of 2013. It was right after I had my daughter, and I signed up strictly for the discount. So I missed that Success Starter, by a lot, because I didn't actually get serious about coaching until a year later. I decided to actually attempt coaching about 8 months after I signed up as a discount coach, and it was when I saw my sister at Summit. And that was what really did it for me. And I'm telling you guys, if you ever feel like you're losing or your drive or your passion or your connection in this business, you need to get your ass to a live event. I don't care if it's Super Saturday. I don't care if you get together with some other coaches in the area. Just get with Beachbody because the live is amazing. And after those live events, there's a reason why we do them every quarter. There is a reason why we have Summit every year. There is a reason why the cups and the team cups and what's the one in August? Is it another team cup? 2 team cups. Okay, it used to be Fall Classic, but I think they switched it to just 2 team cups now, or maybe there is a Fall Classic. I don't know. But they are set up at different times in the year to motivate you, to push you through a hump. So, you get that juice going from that Super Saturday. And if you've ever gone to an event, you come home and you are just like, oh, I want to change the world. Like, I don't know, want to do it yesterday. And, you're so motivated. And with time, that decreases. So make sure that you're constantly attending events anytime that you can. And guys, the Pittsburgh Super Saturdays are huge, and the most I've ever paid for a ticket is $30. I can't tell you how much that $30 ticket made me in the month or 2 months following that event. So I started, actually, my first month hitting Success Club was October 2014. And since October 2014, I have only missed 1 month of Success Club, and I regret that fucker every day. It was my birthday month, and let me tell you, I will never celebrate my birthday all month long and not work again, because now I'm just sitting at Success Club All-Star, where I should be legend. And it's just such a kick in the crotch because I know I have done it. I have gone from Success Club 0 to Success Club 10 in 24 hours. So by missing it a month, I know that it was just lack of effort. And here's the thing about Success Club is once you hit it, that first time I hit Success Club, I said, holy shit, I can do it. And then every month after that, it was like, you know you can, so you have to. And that's it. It's non-negotiable for me because I know that sometimes I may not send my messages every day. And sometimes I may not do my personal development every day. But every month I hit Success Club and I am moving my business forward. Every month, Success Club 10 is my goal. And that is for a few reasons. Guys, if you're Emerald and you're Success Club 10, you get free paid leads from Beachbody. That is people who go to the Beachbody website and just order shit. Like the people who see an infomercial. I'm sorry, I have a potty mouth. I guess I should have given you a warning on that. But so keep the kids upstairs hidden. But hang on. Give me a minute. Take a sip of water.
You're talking about the leads.
Thank you. I also got distracted by my guns, which I can see in this video. Hey, I used to be like over 200 pounds. I can get excited about that. So you get free paid leads. These are people who go to the Beachbody site without a coach and order something. Or maybe these are people who you've talked to in the past and then order something off the site instead of going to your site. And I'll tell you how to avoid that if Mullen reminds me because I get off topic. So these paid leads, guys, I have made like up to $400 in a month from paid leads. These are people that I've never talked to. I've never met. But now they're my customers. And so you're even getting paid commission for these leads. These are free paying customers just for helping 5 people a month and being Emerald. Like, it's a no-brainer, you know? And to say that you can't, to say that, oh, you know, I didn't make it this month, I'll just hit it next month. Well, that's like your challengers telling you, well, I didn't work out today, but I'll make up for it tomorrow. Will you? Can you make up for 2 days tomorrow? Can you make up for last month what you didn't do next month? No. You know what happens? You took your foot off the gas, and now March is going to be harder for you because you didn't keep pushing through the end of February. You keep pushing. It's momentum, guys, the slight edge. Everything you are doing is either moving you forward in this business or backwards. If you take your foot off the gas, you're going to slow down. And then guess what? You have to start all over. Have you ever gotten off the wagon with your workouts and nutrition? It is a bitch to get back on, right? Same with coaching. That's why you can't let off the gas. And so what I did, it was in May. We had our diamond retreat at the end of the month, which was poorly planned because we were all like, fuck, we all need to hit Success Club. We're a bunch of diamonds having a wonderful retreat. We had a couple power hours, but we were, you know, enjoying each other's company and stuff. And then we're all like, oh crap, I think it was Tuesday was the last day of the month. So it was our diamond retreat ended on Monday and ended on Sunday. And the last day of the month was a Tuesday. So after the diamond retreat, a few of the diamonds went to my sister's house, and I was planning on staying there anyways because it was close to Apples. And I like to see my sister any chance I get. So we stayed at Apples the night after, and we did, I want to say it was a power hour, but it was more just like a go session. So the 4 of us were around April's table. I don't think we said a word for like 2 hours, and we were all just on our computer. We all made a call to action challenge group post. All of us. You can use, Danielle will share you my pictures. I know she has them. You guys probably have them. Use mine. Use my story. I'll give you a brief story at the end of this call. Make a call to action challenge group post and make it personal. Talk about my story, something in my story. If something in my story touched you, share that part of it. Share anything that you know about, whatever, but share something. Don't just share my picture, share a part of my story, because that's what it's going to be. All right. Our social media, I'm sure you guys are seeing it. Our social medias are just filled with network marketing. You have to stand out. You have to paint the picture of why they need to start, why they need to push play. What is the life waiting for them? What is the life they're living right now that they need to leave behind? Paint the picture. People need to see, and this is mine or your clients or yours, but people need to see someone else's before they can see their after. So you constantly need to be sharing your transformation, your journey, your challengers, your coaches, your clients. I'm so glad that I didn't wait until I was at my goal weight to start coaching. And so I'm just throwing that out there too, because my journey was my most powerful tool as being a coach. My journey has been my most powerful tool, without a doubt. It is my strongest vital behavior. It is my strongest asset. And for those of you who don't know, I've lost almost 110 pounds by Beachbody and Shakeology 100%. And in there, I even went into a windshield and broke my neck. So it's been a hell of a 3 years. And I have Beachbody to thank for all of that. So this is what we did. We sat down on Sunday. We made a call to action post. Anyone who liked or commented on that post got a message. At that time, I was using, and I think I'm going to go back to it because I really like it. Here's a good tip. I was using something called the 10 in play. So you get a whiteboard and you write on half of it coaches and the other half clients. Anyone who you have talked to about a program, about a coaching webinar, about a sneak peek, about a challenge group, if they were one of your invites one day, they go on that list. I say a dry erase board because it's just easier to add and erase and move around and stuff. And it doesn't have to be a big one. So anyone that I've talked to goes on that list. And that list is your moneymaker at the end of the month, baby. Because at the end of the month, when you're like, fuck, what am I going to do? You've talked to all these people about coaching or challenge groups, and they are your follow-ups. They are your follow-ups, and if you have to, offer them a $10 off discount. Tell them you will Venmo them or PayPal them $10. Tell them you'll send them a Shakeology sample or an Energize sample or a shaker cup or a notebook. Tip for sending prizes. If you send any kind of book or a notebook, tell the post office that it's media and it ships for like $2. So I always ship notebooks to my challengers and to my new clients. I go to like Marshall's or Target and I buy like the 3 or 5 pack for like a couple dollars. And they're actually in my office. I have a bunch. So this is what I have in my stock right now. So I always have stock. And this is all write-offs too. I'm just throwing shit everywhere. And so if I need an incentive, I'll ship them like, a sample of Energize, just in a baggie from mine. But I'll also send a book because then I get that cheap shipping. Or I'll send them, I have things to do and I have a date. It's a weekly thing. I mean, something stupid, guys. Like this is $1. The Target section, the dollar Target section, money for challenger gifts. I also upstairs, I have a bunch of like these headbands. They were like 3 or 4 for $1 at Target. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I loaded up. When I see stuff like that, I load up. So then at the end of the month, if I need to offer prizes, I have them and I have them cheap. These I love, especially for getting somebody started. These were $15 at Target. So they're a little bit more. But if you've been working on somebody for 6 months, girlfriend. And if it's an all access challenge pack where you're going to make $70, send them a $15 notebook. Whatevs. Like, so this is cool. It's Fit Happens, and then this one is a no goal was met without a little sweat. and they're fitness journals. And I really like these, especially for, this is a good tip if you see them at Target, if you ever have anybody who has like 50 to 100 pounds to lose, because this is the one thing that I wish that I would have done in my journey. I wish that I would have kept my entire journey in one place, because now I am the worst at submitting my Beachbody challenge photos. I know, ridiculous. I've lost over 100 fucking pounds and I won't send my pictures because all of my programs, all of my results are scattered on different pieces of paper all over my house. So I hate it. So I send this if somebody has a big journey. I love it. So you can send them rewards, incentive, prizes. These are the notebooks that I was talking about. So I think they were Target and they came in like a pack of 3 for a couple bucks. And they're just like little thin notebooks. And I send them in there because it cuts the shipping in half. So you can also get 6 shaker mugs for like 18 bucks on our site. So, there's always something you can do as a little bit incentive for the end of the month for those people to follow up with. All right. So let me explain a little bit more about this 10 in play list. This 10 in play, these people go on my list and they stay on my list until I get a no. I was talking to one of my coaches on the phone today, and I told her how I follow up, how you need to make sure you're tracking your names every day of the people that you're talking to, so that you can go back. I'm talking really fast. I'm sorry. So that you can go back and follow up with who you talked to last week, and that you can go back and make sure that those hey girls that you sent a week or 2 weeks ago are now invites. Or you're following up from that relationship and getting it further into an invite. When I thought I was going to use Streak, I'm still not a computer person, but when I even went through with the Streak, and Mullen uses it, I think, so she can show you guys, but I did a call specifically with my team on the process from adding to a friend to a client or a coach, and how long that process should be. Now, there is no guaranteed time, because I'm telling you also that one of the girls on my Team Cup signed up a coach yesterday who told her to say no to the same opportunity 6 months ago. This is why we follow up. If someone gives me a hard no, I remove them from my list. But if it's a price objection or a time or a commitment or something like that, they stay on my list and I work with them on how to overcome that objection. So is it money? What else can we cut out? Get a jar. Put a salad jar on your desk, and every time you want to buy a bottle of pop or a pack of cigarettes or a pack of gum or whatever the fuck it is, I don't care, whatever it is, you put your money in the jar, and whenever you have that amount in the jar, we go to work. And so that's a suggestion that I give them. I go through like, all right, well, do you buy any supplements? Do you take any vitamins? Like what kind of over-the-counter medications do you take? What kind of medications do you take? How much are you spending on like doctor visits and things like that? Like talk to people. Ask them, well, do you get Avon? Do you do Starbucks? Have you bought any Limp Sense this month? How many pairs of LuLaRoe leggings do you have? Like, don't be afraid to ask these questions. People are coming to you to be their coach, to be somebody who is going to be there for them no matter what, for somebody who is going to pick them up on the fucking hard days when they don't want to do it. You are here to change their life. Don't whip out on them because they're scared. Don't wimp out on them because they give you an objection because they're not ready. I don't want you to get mean with them. I don't want you to start dropping F-bombs and telling them they better get on your fucking bus. But dig a little deeper. See if that objection is actually a valid objection or if they're just scared about something. Ask them if they've failed before. Ask them if they're afraid of failing again. Tell them they're gonna fail. Oh, my phone's dying. I'm still good though. I'm not afraid to tell people that if they were motivated by my results or they want my results, then they need Shakeology too. It's part of the process. It's part of the program. You need to be proof of the product so that you can stand behind your results. I stand behind my results. If people come to me and say they just want a program, I say, why don't you want Shakeology too? What's the holdup? Let's try that. You saw my results and that's what you want. Well, this is how I got them. Oh, Meadow's not coming over tonight because she's sick. Hey, don't have a baby waking me up all night. So the 10 in play. So I had a coach that said that she had a Jewish woman and she wanted the Shakeology to be kosher. And so she did all this research and she looked and she looked and she looked. And turns out that the vegan is the closest, but it's not kosher. And this woman was like, I can't do it. And I told her, okay, she gets removed from your 10 and play. She's a hard no. We're not trying to change people's beliefs or religion here. She's a hard no. She may not be a no for exercise or something in the future, but if you're talking to her about Shakeology or a challenge pack right now, she's a no. So someone stays on my list, on my 10 and play, until they give me a no or until they sign up. And when they sign up, their name gets removed there and it gets put to another spot on a different whiteboard of my challengers for the month. And that's how they move through my rotation. I'm telling you guys, like, it can take you 6 months from adding a friend on Facebook to a challenger or a coach. It can take a year. I have people that will message me and tell me they've been following me for years. They have never liked or commented on a single post. People are watching. And if you give up, they can tell. People see through Facebook. They're getting really good at it because everywhere you look, it's somebody selling something. And we're selling the hardest thing out there, guys, because we're selling change. And if you're not ready for it, no matter how good it is, we can't sell it. So you have to paint the picture. You have to put in the time. At this point, when you get off this call tonight, the only thing I want you to do until you go to bed, I want you to close out everything else except for Messenger. That is how I got to Success Club. So I made that post on Sunday night, and then all Sunday night, I was messaging like a fiend. I was messaging everybody I've talked to in the last 6 months. I was not just messaging them, and I actually just took a screenshot of it to share with my team on what not to do, because I got someone sending me a message saying, hey, girlfriend, I'm so close to like blah, blah, blah. Would you mind going to my page and spending $18? I'm like, what the fuck? No. I don't even know what your page is. I don't even know what the fuck you sell. No. Don't be that person. Don't send that message. Say, hey, girl, how are you doing? Did you like whatever the last free group they were in or whatever? Or, go back through your conversation. What's the last thing you talked about? Is there anything you can follow up with? Did they tell you any goals they wanted to achieve? Ask how they're doing with them. Chances are not great without you. There's your chance to swoop in and save the fucking day. So what I did was message. We drove home from North Carolina the next day, that Monday. I was in Messenger all day. I think I even forgot to post until like 5 p.m. I was working it. I was messaging like a fiend. And I woke up on Tuesday, SC0, and I went to bed, SC10. And then on Wednesday, June 1st, I am pretty sure I hit Success Club 10 in the first day of the month. I think so, because I think I hosted a call for April because I hit Success Club 20 in 2 days. I went from SC0 to SC20 in 2 days. And guys, that's when there was no 3-point Success Club option. This is money. You can hit Success Club with 2 people. 2 people. My goal was 10. Just get 5, girlfriend. Start there and tell yourself that you can do it. And then once you know you can, don't accept anything less from the next month. It is on you. No one else will take this business forward for you. And you have to have belief. You have to have belief in this business, in this company, in you as a coach. If you don't believe that you're a good coach, that comes through. All you have to do to be a good coach is care. If you care, you're a good coach. Just listen to people, talk to people, and try to help them. Because guys, maybe it wasn't 233 pounds and depression and anxiety, but I am sure a year before coaching was not peachy keen. You were looking for something, you were missing something, maybe you were miserable, maybe you were lonely. You were that person once. And it's scary to take that step. Be that person they can trust. Be vulnerable on Facebook. I know you guys had a call last week about sharing your story and your struggles. Have you done that this week? Have you been vulnerable? Have you shared those things since the call last week? Because guys, you can listen to every single team call in the world. And if you don't act on it, you ain't going anywhere. It's action. This business is about taking action. Send the messages. Send 50 messages tonight. I guarantee you, if you send 50 messages tonight and you follow up and you continue those conversations tomorrow, you will hit Success Club. As long as you are talking about real good things and you are getting to goals and talking about how you can help these people, just be bold. Just be bold and say, I want to help you. How can I? Put yourself out there, because you have to understand that for these people to trust you, they're putting themselves out there. You need to put yourself out there as well. I don't know how long I've been rambling. 8:30, probably half an hour. You guys have any questions so far or anything?
That was awesome. I love it. I wanted to listen to Josh Coates tonight, but I'm like, I might just send invites instead.
I know, right? You got to get fired up, like the end of the month fire. And here's the best thing about the end of the month fire, guys. The best thing. So let's say you send 50 messages tonight. Let's say you spend all day in Messenger tomorrow. If by chance you don't hit that Success Club, all is not lost, guys, because you have set yourself up for a killer March. Right? And when you hit Success Club 5 or when you hit Success Club 10, don't stop there. Don't think, well, I'm going to save it for next month, because you know what happens? You took your foot off the gas. You stalled. And now you have to start over again. Guys, I am the coach who has started over 1,000,000 times. And let me tell you, it sucks. I feel like I have rebuilt my business multiple times because I take my foot off the gas when shit starts rolling. And you've got to push. When shit starts rolling, that's when you keep pushing, because that's when you just start coasting. And that is when people will message you and people will comment and people will just come up to you and be like, all right, I need more Shakeology, or all right, I'm ready to sign up. I shit you not, it happens. But it doesn't happen if you don't show up. It doesn't happen if you're not constantly talking about it. It doesn't happen if you're not constantly messaging people. Messenger. If your messages are not full, if your inbox is not popping, you're missing the boat. You can post all you want on social media. You can post all the call to action posts you want. You can do it twice a week with challenge groups. You can do it twice a week with coaching. But if you are not messaging people in private messages, you're making it 1,000,000 times harder on yourself. 1,000,000 times harder on yourself. And if you're only inviting via private messages and you're not sharing your life and your changes and your progress on Facebook and inviting on Facebook publicly as well, you are making your messages 1,000,000 times harder. And I don't know if you guys have seen me talk about this, but you send Sally a message. Hey, Sally, I'd love to have you in my next challenge group. Sally and I already know everything about each other and blah, blah, blah. So privately, Sally knows me. Privately, I'm asking Sally about a challenge group. Sally goes over my Facebook page and Sally doesn't see anything about a challenge group. Now Sally thinks that I'm a crazy lady with a white van with no windows and she doesn't want to get in my van. I have used this van metaphor with my team in other calls because it's brilliant, guys. Do not drive the creepy white van. Open your windows. Facebook are your windows. Open up your life. Open up your life on Facebook. I know it's hard. Guys, I tell people voluntarily that I'm an alcoholic. Things that I never thought that I would reveal about myself. Never. Today, I just made a post about that I have scars on my wrist from my past. Like, I'm talking deep shit. Because you know what I've realized as a coach? I got through that shit for a reason. I made it through the dark parts of my life for a reason. And that reason is that I am supposed to use that, my experiences, my gains, and I'm supposed to share it. Because this world needs more real. This world needs more awareness that people struggle and have real problems. This week is National Eating Disorder Week. Make a post about it. Like, If that's something personal, you make a post about it. If not, share somebody's story if they're comfortable. If not, just make a post about awareness and body image and love, and that there is another way. I mean, you guys have a great example. Use Mullen. She'll let you share her story. She has a history of an eating disorder. Talk to her this week and share her story. She made a great post about it today. And she also made a good point in the comments here, and I'm going to bring it up for the recording, is to use the personal voice message on the messenger. I love that, one, because I'm always chasing around kids, but two, they hear my voice, because you guys have seen my post. Being on a call with me is different. You get fired up, right? You get that, right? Or sometimes it's a joke, or it's my personality, or I come out more in messages. Like, you want to connect. You want to be besties with these people. Let them get to know you. You've got to be a little vulnerable. And I know that it's hard to share these things, and I know I got a little bit off topic, but this is the kind of stuff you share all the time. All the time you're sharing this stuff. You're sharing how, and you need to constantly be painting the picture of what it looked like before for you, what helped you, what it looks like now. Constantly be painting that picture, because that is what people can follow. That is what people can relate to. Don't just say how amazing your life is now. Don't just say how awful your life was before. You have to connect the dots. You have to show them the way, show them that it can be done. I think that's it.
Oh, that was awesome. Really, really, really good. Do you guys have any questions for Melissa? I see Taylor jumped on. She's like the big black shadow.
My thing doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't because your phone.
Well, my phone's actually broke. I'm on my laptop, but it's broke too, apparently. So Here I am.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Yes.
Some other like gift ideas, like the containers are only $10 on the website. The shaker mugs, Energize. Get Energize for yourself, because one, it is awesome, guys. You'll never skip a workout again. I did not want to work out today at all. So Energize worked out. And not only that, but I was getting low in my squat jumps. And I do not like squat jumps. So it definitely helps. But get a tub of Energize. And I just tell people, yeah, I'm a little ghetto. Sorry. It's not like, even though I call it like crack cocaine, I swear it's not. Because I just send a scoop in a baggie. And I mail it. I even went to the post office and got 64-cent stamps so I could mail samples in envelopes without having to go to the post office. So, like, I'll send out stuff like that all the time, and it's worth it to me. Because if I invest in that person a little bit, they're going to, they trust me, whatever, they get started. And then from there, that's my opportunity to change their life. This company, what we do has changed and saved my life. That's not a job I take lightly. So I show up every day, and Success Club means something to me. Success Club means that I changed lives this month. 3 to 5 of them. 3 to 5 of them every fucking month. That is an amazing year. I told my family, this is years ago, like way before Beachbody, I always said that I wanted to do something to save someone's life. And once in my life, I've ever been able to donate blood because of either tattoos or like no iron. I have like no iron. Well, actually, I haven't had it tested since I've been drinking Shakeology, and I'm kind of curious to see how much better I am now because I'm actually finally healthy. But I said I wanted to do a bone marrow donation, and my parents and my family was like, "You're fucking crazy. That's really painful." And I was like, "But it can save a life." This was something that was very important to me before Beachbody ever came into my life. My best friend is gone because he took his. And I think I always carried a little piece of that guilt that I couldn't save his life. And so I've just been trying to find a way to save life ever since. And so I even asked my family, I even looked into donating a kidney. Because I was like, you only need one, right? Like, I was seriously contemplating, like, surgery, major surgery in my life so I could change people's lives. And now I do it without cutting out any organs or bone marrow or blood. I am able to change lives from my phone. Guys, it doesn't get much easier than that. The only reason I'm here today, because of Beachbody. If I hadn't have lost that 95 pounds when I went into that windshield, I'd probably be dead. Or paralyzed, or worse. So what we do matters. What you do matters. And I don't care if it's the first day of the month or the last day of the month. Like, that's how I measure me showing up as a coach. Did I change lives? And I know you're going to run into objections. I know that. So do I. Here's a tip. Start talking about the objections on your Facebook page and you don't get as many. I talk about how I save money all the time and I get a lot less money objections. So like I'm always throwing out tips. I go live and talk about tips on saving money in the kitchen or saving money on this and that. And it's something that I'm big on. Mark and I have one car. We make sacrifices, but Shakeology is in our house every day for both of us. And I share that value. Like, are you sharing where you cut out to make it to fit? Are you sharing what objections held you up on Shakeology at first? I told my sister, I am not a chocolate girl. I do not want to fucking drink my meals. And I told her that, and I share that. So I shared that I was skeptical at first of Shakeology. I didn't think it would fill me up. And then I share now that I've been drinking Shakeology for 3.5 years and I've never felt better, never been healthier. Like, I share that I was hesitant. I share that I was afraid to coach because I didn't think that I had anything to inspire anyone else. How ironic that is. Do you know how many people I've inspired and I didn't think I had it in me? I know, other people doubt themselves too. You have to think about it. You're not every day like get up like I am the best person in the world. You don't tell yourself every day that you're going to hit Success Club 10, do you? If you do, high five. But I bet other people don't wake out of bed and be like, I'm going to lose that 20 fucking pounds. No, they say, I'm never going to lose this weight. It just can't be done. Somebody give me a pill. Right? You've got to look at it from their perspective. You've got to keep talking to people. And for the love of Zeus, I was going to say Donald Trump, but I don't love him. Sorry. Do not say, well, I didn't hit Success Club this month. I guess there's next month if there is time left in the month. You're not saying that until you wake up on March 1st and you see your Success Club points. Well, fuck, I didn't hit it, but I'll hit it next month. Because you've set yourself up for that because you didn't let off the gas. So who's going to hit Success Club this month?
Only one damn point away.
Woo! A girlfriend! That's one Shakeology order. You be a messaging fiend. Message everybody and their mother and offer them something. Offer them like
of assholes.
If it's a money thing, like offer them $10 back. If they're doing the all access, offer them $20. Like whatever, guys. It is worth it. I'm not saying to give away all your commission. I'm not saying that. But Success Club is important. Success Club is worth a $10 discount. Success Club is worth sending out a Fixate book. It's worth it. It's worth it, guys. And you want coaches who hit Success Club. That is how you grow your team. That is how you grow your residual income. That is how you grow money and make money in network marketing without having to work yourself. That is how you do it. You create a team that can do it. And how will your team how will your team hit Success Club if it's not a priority for you? People who you train will do 80% of what you do. People who follow you will do 80% of what you do. So if you're only doing 50%, they're only doing 80 of 50. I'm not good at math, but I know that's not good.
Yeah, I was trying to do it, and I'm like,
no. I'm not good at math, but I know those aren't good numbers. So if you want your coaches to hit Success Club, you've got to make it non-negotiable for you. Because if you show them that you can show up and do it every month, no matter what is happening. Guys, I went into a windshield, broke my neck, and dealt with a world of pain, injections, PT, neck braces, can't drive, restrictions out the wazoo and weenus, and I hit Success Club every month. Every month. I couldn't even work out for 3 months. Every month. I took 7 vacations in 2016. Every month I hit Success Club. It's non-negotiable. Non-negotiable for me. Every fucking month. Since September of 2015. I hate that month. It'll be the death of me forever. I hate it. Like, I can see myself on a national wake-up call like 4 years from now, and I'll be like, it's happening. Call me on it.
maybe they'll skip over that part. You're like, she's hit it X amount of months. Then maybe they'll leave out what's the consistently or whatever.
She hit
That
it
was
99.99% of the time.
It was month 11 for my Success Club All-Star too. Like, kick in the crotch. Oh, and cool things happen. When you're Success Club All-Star or Success Club Legend, you automatically get the trips for the Success Club. Like, the Success Club trips are based on Success Club points. Guys, you want to go to these trips. It is a free trip. It is a trip, an all-exclusive paid trip for $300 for you and a guest every year. And how do you get invited to that? You hit Success Club every month. That's it. And if you hit Success Club every month, your room is free. Your room is free. Let me tell you, these trips are amazing. I'm sober, and they're amazing. I'm not going this year because I'm trying to get pregnant and stupid Zika, and I'm very angry. But I got the invite. I got the opportunity, and I still got that email that tells me my room is paid for, and it's like a jab and a knife right in there. But you can earn a free trip just by changing lives. Guys, I don't know about you, but I didn't get vacations before this job. My husband and I did not take trips. We've only taken a trip that was our honeymoon. That's it. It's the only trip we've taken before Beachbody. And since Beachbody, I have gotten all these free trips. I got a free diamond trip. I got a free cruise. And I went to Summit, which I consider a trip because I took my husband. But, you know, there's so many perks with Success Club. And Success Club 10, they send you a free gift every month. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's Success Club 5. Success Club 5, you get a free gift every month. I've got a yoga mat. I've gotten bobbleheads. I've gotten personal development seminars with amazing people. I've gotten, what's some of the other stuff? I've tons of stuff. Shakeology apron, a Shakeology canister, a ladder, lots of shit. They send you free shit every month just for help changing 3 lives. Free prizes. And then that's another post for you. Boom. So, guys, I mean, really, you can't look at it as, you know, just something that we do. It's got to be the basis of your business. Like, for real. Don't let rank stress you out. Don't let anything else stress you out. But maybe let Success Club stress you out a little. Put it on your must-do list and never let your foot off the gas. And once you hit 10, see how many you can hit. The first Team Cup that I did was my all-time high. I hit diamond in that month. I went diamond in 5 weeks. And I hit diamond, and I think I had 36 Success Club points in 1 month. And that was my high. Team Cup is amazing. And so even if you bomb this Team Cup, there's another one in August. And you better crush that. And you better be a diamond and be a captain by then and rock your team and get free shit. Like, I still have my hoodie and all the other stuff that we won. It was awesome. But yeah, so there you go. Just hit Success Club.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question after I tell you that I've never felt so many emotions in 40 minutes in my life.
I know. I'm sitting there looking at the clock going, it's a good thing I upgraded to the paid account so she could talk all night.
Oh, did you?
I want to cry. I want to hug you. I want to kiss you.
I get that a lot.
I struggle with going like from generic talk and diving just into like challenge pack talk and finding a way to work in talking about goals. And I think I don't really quite know the best way to approach it, but B, I feel like I don't know enough potentially to properly respond when somebody tells me their goals. Like I don't know if it's a lack of confidence or
well, I just try to be super supportive and like besties to everybody I talk to. So when people tell me their goals, I'm like, well, that's great goals. You know, if we're talking about goals and we haven't like talked about like a program or anything really yet, And they tell me their goals, we get to goals. And then I'm like, well, those are really great goals. And then maybe I'll give them like a few tips. Like, like, of course, if it's weight loss, I ask them, how much water do you drink? Do you get any exercise? Like, what does your nutrition look like? So then I dig a little deeper into their lives, but that's also setting me up for where I'm going in my conversation. Like, then I'll bring in the containers or the 21-day fix, and I'll share a little about how I started and how I thought that I was like eating healthy, because we had all of the food groups in our diet. Like, I had vegetables every day. I had protein every day. I had carbs every day, but I had way too many carbs, not enough vegetables, and hardly ever any fruits. Unless in the summer. And like, just the times of day that I ate things. And like, you can say like, I didn't know that you're not supposed to eat like your fruits and your carbs after 6 o'clock. And like, stuff like that. Like, I asked them, what their life looks like. And then maybe I'll give them a couple tips, like things that they can do like for free. And then see if Mullen has any like meal plans. Sometimes I'll even be like, if you have any free groups coming up, if it's not at the end of the month and you're not trying to hustle for the Success Club, which if you're always doing this, you won't have to hustle for Success Club because you will hit it earlier in the month. Like, it's possible. So if I'm just, I'm just casually talking to this person, getting them from one point to the next, I'm asking them about their goals, and then I give them some free advice, or I get them into a free group, and then I ask them how they're doing with that. And then I'll be like, well, I run really amazing challenge groups every month. My challengers have amazing results. And then I share some stories, and I tell them, if you're ever ready to take the leap, we'd love to have you. And that's kind of like I always have soft invites. My invites are always soft. And it's just, I always try to find, I always try to find my way in, like, something that they want or something that I can relate to. And if anybody ever messages or comments or likes any of your challenge group posts or your transformation posts, they're always my hey girl for that week. And it's always like, hey girl, thanks for the love. Like, blah, 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 something, blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes, like, they'll ask me a question, about it. And even if they don't, like, we'll get into talking, and I'll be like, what do you do for work? And then, but if somebody has expressed interest to me, I still form them, but my form is different. And maybe even sometimes I add this form into other people. But when I ask about their job, it's specific. I have specific questions, not just what do you do? It's, well, what do you do for a living? For a living, are you home with the kids? Do you work from home, or do you work out of the home? And they tell me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, is it an active job or is it a desk job? Like, do you have a fridge in your office? Can you pack snacks? Sometimes I'll ask them how many times a week they order out lunch. And in my head, I'm thinking money-wise for Shakeology already. And then when I ask about their family, I'm like, well, how many people are in your family? How many people do you cook for? Do you have any picky eaters? Is anyone else trying to make this change in your family? Or is it just going to be you and I doing this? When I ask them what they like to do for fun, I ask them, has there ever been any kind of exercise that you've enjoyed? Is there anything that any classes you've ever taken, anything at the gym, anything, like with your kids that you've ever done that you've enjoyed? Because if there's anything that you enjoy, that's where I want to start at. And I just, in my head, the whole time, I'm just thinking, this person is a total go. This person's going to go. It is a yes, is a go. We just need to find out the perfect plan for her. And so I'm forming her specifically to what I need to know so that I can guide her in the right direction. So that's a great tip for forming if someone came to you with some interest of any kind or commented or liked on any of your, Beachbody-ish posts. And that's ultimately where you want that conversation to go. But if it's just a hey girl, and here's the thing, if you're hey girling people and just kind of forming them and talking to them, well, now they're going to see your posts. Now they're going to see what you're throwing out there. So you have to make sure that you're consistent. Are you posting 2 lifestyle posts a day? Are you posting 1 health and fitness post a day? Are you posting 1 motivational, inspirational post a day? Are you posting on Tuesdays and Thursdays about your coaching journey or your physical journey? Are you making a coach post every Sunday night? Are you making a challenge group post every Wednesday night? Are you doing these things for them to see so that when you follow up with that, hey girl, a week later and you talk to them, they bring it up? They don't always bring it up, but sometimes they bring it up. Are you giving them the opportunity? Are you talking about it enough? But not only Beachbody. And then also, like, I'll share other things that I love, and I get vulnerable and I get real. And so when I'm hey girling people, I'm talking to these people, they bring up some of the stuff that I share in my newsfeed. And one way or another, it always gets back to what I do or how I've gotten here. And how I've gotten here is Beachbody, is these challenge groups, is my coaching family. So everything that I've done and all the success that I have is related to Beachbody, and I share that openly. So it is so easy for me to steer the conversation to Beachbody. Because we don't always talk about me, but it's easy for me to throw something in there if something comes up in a conversation that I can relate to. And when I'm hey girling and I'm forming, I am waiting for an in, not an in that I can say, hey, join my challenge group, but an in that I can say, like, and I mean, so people see what you post and they don't always come out and say like, oh yeah, I really should do that. They'll be like, something like, I've even had people be like, yeah, I'll ask them when I'm forming them, I'm asking them about their job. I'm asking if they like their job, what their favorite thing is about their job, or what their unfavorite, what their least favorite thing is about their job. I ask them all that kind of stuff. And sometimes people will be like, well, I used to like my job, but it's getting hard for me because I am now in my 3rd pair of dress clothes since starting this desk job. And like, people will say that to you. People will say that stuff to you if you express the trust and the relationship, and that you express in messages wholeheartedly and on Facebook that you're there and that you've been there and that you either are there or you're going through it too. People are going to be more likely to tell you these things. And yeah, they don't always see your newsfeed, but the more you talk to them, the more they do. And if you see these people from Hey Girls liking or commenting on your post, send them another message. And they saw that post. So if it was about a Beachbody thing, send them a message, talk about that post, talk about like if they a group they're interested in, or something they're interested in, what interests you in this? And yeah, so I'm not sure. Did that help? I just gotta ramble.
Awesome. All right. Did you have any other questions, Justin?
It's just all.
Yes.
Well, I'm an open book, lady. You know how to get a hold of me if you do.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right.
Keep doing what you're doing, ladies. We are here to change lives. Just remember that.
Yeah.
And
I will even say this too, like when I started out 2017, I was all gung-ho. I want to be elite. I want, this income goal. I want this goal. I want this goal. And I have never been so stressed out because it all of a sudden, all I was focusing on was elite points and getting my coaches to rank advance and how I was going to be a good leader. And I was so stressed out that I wasn't doing anybody any favors. And I kind of backed off and said, you know what, if elite happens, it happens. But if this business, I work way too hard for it to not be enjoyable. And I love it too much to not be enjoyable. And the last few weeks, I've just kind of been like, you know what, I just want to help my coaches reach their goals. I want to help people lose weight and have good challenge group experiences. And it's been like the best, easiest time because I'm not stressing about rank. I'm not stressing about points. I'm like, I get to Success Club because I hit it every month, but it's so much less stressful when you're not trying to figure out how you're going to get to the next rank or how many elite points you need by the end of this quarter. And I'm like, because I don't want to put that on you guys. I don't want to push my goals on you guys, and I just want you to do your thing. So don't
people
let it get too stressed out, and don't focus so much on the rank and all the points and everything. I mean, the Success Club think of it more as lives. Like, think of it more as I need to change 3 lives, not I need to get 6 Success Club points.
And that was actually going to be my closing point is don't lead with desperation. People can tell when you're desperate and it's not sincere. Think of this is that you have, what time is it? It is 9:00. So you have 27 hours to change your life. That's what you have. That is your race on the
Taylor has 3 extra hours.
Woohoo! You have 30 hours to change a life. And so, your goal is just to find that person who is ready and willing and needs their life changed. And guys, like I hit Success Club 11 already this month, and I think tonight I'm signing up 2 people and maybe even another tomorrow. Like, I don't let my foot off the gas. Like, I'm going to start something new this year that, once I hit 10, anybody other than a coach goes to my husband to start building up my weak leg and my volume. But, I don't ever stop trying to hit Success Club. I don't ever stop trying to save lives. There is no enough saving lives for me. And when you look at it like that, like, okay, 1 life saved, I'm on to the next. Forget the numbers. Just try to connect and save 3 to 5 lives a month. And if you fall short of that, did you change any lives this month? Did you push forward? Did you set yourself up for a killer next month? Like, those are the things. If you fall short on your goals, did you at least the Melanie Metro for Mullen? Could you have given it a fingernail more? I love it. At the end of the month. And if you can say that, then I guarantee you're going to have an easier month next month. But remember, when you get to your goals that month, don't take your foot off the gas. Just keep going, because it's just going to keep snowballing and snowballing and snowballing to where you are going to have people from 6 months ago that are going to message you to join. You are going to have those people that told you no all those other times come back, because every day when you continue to show up, you are showing them that you're going to be there for them. Like, you've got to continue to show up, and you've got to keep going forward, whether people tell you yes or no. Because there are lives out there that need saved and changed. And your job is to find them in the mess. You've got to find the needle in the haystack. And so you've got to look through all that hay. But there are 5 needles in every haystack every month. You just have to find them. I think I'm like spitting everywhere. And when you're done with this, baby, will you send me the recording? Because I'll share it with my team.
Yep. Awesome.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. Taylor, did you have any questions?
I did, and then I just lost it. I think it goes back to when you start asking all the questions, or like suggesting if they didn't eat out the 2 times that month they could afford it. Do you ever start out, maybe you said it and I just missed it, but do you start that conversation with, after they give the money objection by saying like, do you mind if I ask you some of these questions, or do you just ask?
I'm more or less, and I also have a tip for if they ask their husband. I more or less just assume that if they had the money, it would be a yes. So if they say, I would love to do that right now, but I just can't, my next response is, okay, well, let's figure out a way that you can.
Okay.
And then I was like, so let's dig in. Let's find it, because maybe it's somewhere that you just don't realize. And then I just start asking questions.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like blackball people and be like, well, I saw you just bought some fucking LuLaRoe. I don't do that, but I don't bullshit around with it either. I try to find ways with them. And then if they're constantly coming to me and telling me that they constantly want to do something or want free samples and they don't have money and I see them buying other things, I'll call them out on it because my time is valuable too. And I'm not going to, I don't want to waste my time for somebody who's just going to dick me around or want something for free. Like, I'm sorry, but this is your health. And I tell people, you are investing in your health care now so that you don't have to pay for sick care. And, so I tell them, like, yes, it's an investment. It's an investment in your health. This is the one investment that you are sure to get a return on in life. It's the one investment that it's a win-win for you, and I stress that. And I stress that, it's a lifestyle and it is an investment because it is. And for a lot of people, $130 for a shake a month seems extreme. And so every time I send that price point, I am also always breaking it down. I can copy and paste. I can send Mullen, or I think I'm even in your group. Yeah. I think Mullen added me back in.
Yeah, because I accidentally deleted you out.
Give me the boot.
It's like, it's not letting me tag her. I'm like, oh, I must have accidentally when I was cleaning out.
Cleaning house.
Sorry. I put you back in.
It's cool. Technically, I'm not part of the team, so it's all right. But I can share my price point in there because first of all, I go over everything that they get in the challenge pack. And when I'm talking about the all access, like it's a paragraph like this long in Messenger because they are getting everything. I talk about the free t-shirt. I talk about winning $500. I talk about the 10% discount on Shakeology for a year, unlimited all access, 24/7, 365 access to $6,000 worth of workouts. Anywhere you go on vacation, you have your Wi-Fi. You get 30 months of Shakeology. You get a shaker mug. You get the containers, the color-coded containers that make it easy peasy to learn how to eat. They teach you how to eat. I say all this stuff. I say you get the Portion Fix booklet to teach you all of these all the food groups, and then you get to pick anything you want to eat from these lists. So you still get to create your own food. Then you get access to my challenge groups. These are amazing for support and accountability because it's going to be hard. You're going to have hard days. And last but not least, you get me as your coach, somebody who has been through it themselves. I am here for you every step of the way. You get all of that for just $199. Normally, you get Shakeology plus one program for $160. So for $40 extra, you're getting an entire year of unlimited workouts. That means you never have to buy another program. That means you can cancel your gym memberships if they have them. And then I break it down. So that even at the $200, okay, well, let's say, and then I tell them, all right, so that $70 is you paying for a year of a gym membership. And then I break it down. I haven't actually gotten the breakdown nailed down for the all access pass on the $200, but if it's the $160, I'm like, so that comes out to $5 a day. That, and I break it out. That is cheaper than Starbucks. Heck, that is cheaper than a Happy Meal. And it's a hell of a lot healthier for you. And I tell them that. So in my message, I am breaking down all that. I am laying out everything they get. I am creating that value because sometimes that price objection is just that they don't see the value because we've seen it on social media that they will buy those leggings or they will buy that lipstick. That means that you have not shown them the value of what you're offering. So sometimes it's in your presentation. So break down that it's $4 a day. Break down that they're getting an entire year of gym memberships. For Planet Fitness, the cheapest option is $150 a month. And they're getting it for $70 or $99 or $40, whatever way you want to break it out and look at it. So again, I'm not sure if that answered the question.
It did.
You'll never have me on your team call again. I'm a hot mess. But you knew that, so it's okay.
No, it's awesome. I'm the same way. I just make little notes because I squirrel.
Yeah, I'm so squirrel. I should have put my oil on before this, but I think I did pretty good. I think I circled back to that thing that I told you to remind me about, and I covered that, so. But
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions that you think of, I will post the recording for this. Melissa, I'll shoot you the link. And then you can just ask them in the team page. And Melissa's even in our team page because she's an honorary VIP member. So you can even tag her in it if it's something that you forgot to ask tonight. So, all right. Thank you guys for jumping on. This was officially our longest team call ever.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. Good information.
Good.
And I'm going to go send a bunch of invites.
50. Who's doing 50?
I'll do 50.
Okay.
We have 50 people.
Well, then add 5 a day. And in 10 days, then you got your 50.
All right, guys. Have a great Monday. I will share this in the team page once I get it uploaded. But thanks so much for jumping on, guys. Bye.
Bye.